So here it is a question that is given to us that will be solving. And 1 USD to INR price is given. 2-month forward is given to be 45/35. And if the person A wants to remit the USD 10,000 after 2 months, what will be the cost to person A that we need to ascertain? Okay, so now the price that you are provided with, if the question is silent about it, I already told you it is a spot rate that is given. So I'm just writing it over here. So USD is equal to 76.10/30. This is the buying rate and this is the selling rate over here. And further, it is now given over here that if person A is to remit the USDs, if the person A is to remit the USDs, now I already told you, now the person A is basically an individual who wants to remit USDs. Now, if he wants to remit the USDs, he has to purchase the USDs first of all now. And at what price he will be able to buy the USDs? At the price at which the market is ready to sell. Okay, so he or she will be able to buy the USDs, 10,000 USDs at a price at which the market is ready to sell. So what rate shall be quoted? It will be the selling rate that shall be quoted. So we can simply say USD is equal to 76.30 over here. And further, we are over here provided with the 2-month forward rate. So the 2-month forward rates are given to be 45/35. So these are the buying points and these are the selling points. Now what is the scenario? The currency is available at discount or at premium. I already told you that if selling points are greater than buying points, the currency is available at premium, and if the selling points are lesser than that of the buying points, the currency is said to be available at discount. Now over here in this particular case, the currency is available at a discount. The currency is available at discount. Now when the currency is available at discount, the forward points are to be added up or to be subtracted. The forward points are to be subtracted. The forward points are to be subtracted. Now we will be subtracting what forward points? We will be subtracting the selling forward points. Now you need to understand this particular point. We are considering the selling rate now. So we will be adding or subtracting the selling points only. Okay. So over here 0.35 will be subtracted because the currency is available at discount. So that is the rate that shall be applicable. That is 75.95. That is 75.95. That is the rate that is applicable over there. Now in this particular scenario, now what is the cost? What it will cost to person over here? What will be the answer? It is 75.95 multiplied by 10,000. Multiplied by 10,000, so it is 759500. So that is the answer to this particular question over here. Is that clear? I hope that most of you have understood the concept related to it, that how we do discover the point in the case of the forward rates over there. And further, you must be looking at from the view of the merchant rate or the interbank market rate. Now, if it was not given in the question that A wants to remit the 10,000 USDs, simply you must have considered the buying rate over there. Okay, so that is basically related to it. Now let's move to the another question. It says Forex rate in Mumbai is given to be USD 1 at this particular rate. In UK, Euro 1 is given to be 1.05/1.10. An exporter wants to discount the export bill of Euro 10,000. How much amount will be given to the exporter in domestic currency? Now you are aware of the terms like export bill. Now what is export bill? He must have shipped the goods and has drawn the bill on the importer which he has got accepted. And further, now this is export bill that he is basically a rightful owner so as to receive this particular amount, but he has not received it so far. And the question is silent about that if there is any usance period or not. So we'll be considering it to be what? We'll be considering it to be a side bill. So E went to the bank over here, XYZ bank we are considering over here for our reference purposes, and we are just thinking that what price will be quoted by the bank to the customer over here. Now the rate for the Forex rate for 1 USD for the INR, it is given to be 68.10/30, and further in UK 1 euro is given to be USD 1.05/1.110. Now what is the scenario over here? What is the scenario? The bill is drawn in Euro 10,000. It's not in USD. You must be keeping that particular thing in mind. So it's in Euro over here. So this is the bill which is in Euro, that is Euro 10,000. And further it is now to be discounted. It is to be discounted. Now exporter wants to sell this bill to XYZ. In case euro, he wants to sell what? He wants to sell the euros. At what price he will be able to sell the euro? At a price at which the bank is ready to buy. At a price at which the bank is ready to buy, but there is no direct relation, there is no direct currency pair available for euro to INR. So we will be first of all discovering the euro to INR price, then we will be looking in. Okay, so it is 1 USD is equal to 68.10/30. Now what the person E will be doing, person E, it will be thinking from the customer perspective over here. He will be buying the USDs first of all. He will be buying the USDs first of all. Then he will be basically doing that. So what will be the scenario? That he wants to sell the euros. He wants to sell the euros. Now what will be the thinking process? That he will be selling the euros, and he must be selling the euros in USDs. So he will be selling the euros and further will be getting the USDs. And further he will be selling the USDs. Further he will be selling the USDs and will be getting the INR. So this must be the thinking perspective from the customer point of view. Okay, because no direct rate is available, so customer will be thinking like that he will be selling the euros because he has euro bill with him, so he will be selling the euros and will be getting the USDs. Further he will be selling the USDs and will be getting the INR. Okay, so that is the scenario. Now what is the euro to USD rate is given? It is given to be 1 euro is equal to 1.05/1.10. It's not visible over here. Let me write it over here. So we can say it is given to be 1 euro is equal to 1.05/1.10/1.10 USD over here. Okay, so he wants to sell the euros over there. He wants to sell the euros. At what rate he will be able to sell the euros? At a price at which the market is ready to buy. So what rate would be applicable? It will be 1.05 euro rate, a USD rate would be applicable. So 1 euro is equal to 1.05 USD. Okay, so that is the rate which is applicable in this particular case. And further, once he has received the USDs, he will be selling the USDs. Now he will be able to sell the USDs at what price? At the price at which the market is ready to buy. Again, the buying price over here. So from here we can infer 1 USD equal to 68.10 INR. So that is the case over here. Now over here we are having USD in common, so we will be equating those. So we can rewrite this as 1 divided by 1.05 euro is equal to 1 USD, and further over here 1 USD. Now we will be equating these two. So this will be equal to actually euro divided by 1.05 is equal to 68.10 INR. Simply we will be cross multiplying it, and that will be the answer. So it will be 68.10 multiplied by 1.05, and that comes out to be 71.505. So here comes the answer, 71.505. Let me explain this to you again. So over here we are provided with the different rates, and the export bill was drawn, which is in euro 10,000. Now from the exporter point of view, you must be thinking that he wants to sell the euros and want to get the INR, but no direct currency pair is available. So what he'll be doing, he'll be selling the euros and will be getting the USDs, and then he'll be selling the USDs and then will be getting the INR. So we are provided with the currency pair for euro to INR, euro to ISD, that is 1.05/1.10. Now this is a buying rate and this is a selling rate. Now he wants to sell the USDs. He wants to sell the euros. At what price he will be able to sell the euros? At a price at which the market is ready to buy. He will be able to sell the euros at a price at which the market is ready to buy. So he can sell it for 1.05 USDs over there. That price we considered, and further he wants to sell the USDs now. Over here we have provided the currency pair relationship two-way quotation for USD to INR, that is a buying rate, selling rate is given over there, and further he wants to sell the USDs. At what price he will be able to selling the USDs? At a price at which the market is ready to buy. Again it is 68.10. Now we just simply equated these two quotations over there, and that would be the answer, and there we come with the answer over there. Is that clear? Is that particular part clear over here? Okay. Now let's move further to the next question. So it says, when the exchange rate is fixed by the market demand and supply position, it is called direct rate, floating rate, indirect rate, or fixed rate. When the exchange rate is fixed by the market demand and supply position, it is called what rate? Direct rate is that particular rate in which foreign currency is having a fixed variable, but the home currency is having a variable position, that is a direct rate, and opposite of that is indirect rate, where home currency is fixed and foreign currency is variable, and floating rate is that particular rate which is basically changing its value. It is basically based upon the market demand and supply position. So option B over here is the right answer. Pooja Roy has given the answer correctly at the earliest. Option B is the right answer in this particular case. Option B over here is the right answer. Okay, question number 1, option B is the answer over here. Now, fixed rate is that particular rate in which the regulator fixes the foreign currency prices, and those are not considered as per the market scenario. Okay, so that is a fixed rate. Question number 2, it says if the spot rate is given to be 2, interest rate differential is given to be 4%, forward period is given to be 60 days, calculate the forward points by taking a year is equal to 360 days. So what will be the answer related to the question number 2? We need to calculate the forward points in this particular scenario. We need to calculate the forward points for this particular scenario. So spot rate is given, interest rate differential is given, forward period is given, and it's quite easier that we can do calculate it. So what is the answer? So what is the formula related to it? Let me just remind you again. So it is a spot rate multiplied by the interest rate differential multiplied by the forward period and divided by 100 and number of days in year. That is the formula. Spot rate is given to be 2, interest rate differential is given to be 4, forward period is given to be 60 days, divided by 100, number of days in a year to be considered to be 360. So that is the answer over here. So that is the answer over here that we need to calculate. It is 2 into 4 into 60 divided by 100 divided by 360. That is 0.013333. So Priyanka has answered correctly at the earliest. That is option C over here. And also Raji Ahmed has answered the very first instance. Option C is the right answer. Question number 2. Option C is the right answer. Is that clear? Okay. Let's move to the next question. It says, the delivery of funds take place on August 12, 2013 for the contract dated July 10, 2013. Which of the following rate of exchange will be used? Which of the following rate of exchange will be used? Ready or cash rate, term rate, spot rate, or forward rate? Which one would be the right answer? So which one would be the right answer? It is forward rate. It is a forward rate. So the right answer over here is option D, the forward rate, and Akshay has answered at the earliest. Option D is the right answer. At the forward rate it is. Okay. Let's move to the another question. It says, which of the following rate is used by the bank for purchase of a foreign currency demand draft from its customer? Which of the following rate is used by the bank for purchase of a foreign currency demand draft from its customer? If the bank wants to purchase the foreign currency demand draft, what rate shall be used? What rate shall be used? If you want to buy from the customer, what rate shall be used? What rate shall be quoted? Nothing that way. That the customer visited the bank XYZ and he wants to sell you the demand draft. In a way, he wants you to credit his account against the foreign currency. Or we can say he wants to sell the foreign currency. You want to purchase a foreign currency demand draft from the customer. He wants to sell you the foreign currency. Now, what rate shall be quoted to the customer? It shall be the buying rate which will be quoted. It will be the buying rate which will be quoted to the customer. Are you getting this particular point? And further, there is no differences in between, because at the same time, at the same instance, the amount will be credited to the XYZ account over in case of the demand draft itself. So what shall be the answer? Would it be the buying rate or the TT selling rate or the TT buying rate? What will be the answer? It is option B over here. So Naina has answered correctly at the earliest. That is option B. That is TT buying rate is the right answer. That is TT buying rate is right answer. Let me clarify this to you again. That whensoever the rates are to be considered, you need to look into two factors. First of all, when the settlement is going to be happen and what rate shall be quoted from the bank point of view. Okay, and if you are certain these two, definitely you can answer it correctly. So if the customer just visited your branch and further he wants to sell the demand draft to you, in a way he's selling so as to, he wants to sell the foreign currency to you. He wants to sell the foreign currency to you. Now if he wants to sell the foreign currency, what rate shall be quoted? The buying rate shall be quoted, because the rate shall be quoted at which the bank is ready to buy. So it shall be the buying rate. Okay, and as such there is no differences. So it will be the TT buying rate which will be applicable for this particular transaction. So it will be the TT buying rate. Next question, it says 1 per milli represents which of the following? 1 per milli represents which of the following? 1 part in every 10, in every 1000, in every 100, or in every 1 lakh. It is 1 part in every 1000. So again, Priyanka has answered correctly at the earliest. Option C over here is the right answer. That is 1 part in every 1000. Option C is the right answer.